Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I promise this is going to be a quicker one because I have an appointment in less than 10 minutes. So this is, think about this as a lightning round of State of the City. So my goal here is to talk about some of the workshop. And I had somebody at the grocery store the other day just tease me without mercy about my fancy graphics and how I hold this stuff up to the screen so you could see it. So anyway, a shout out to CK out there who watches us on a regular basis, he tells me when I talk to him at the grocery store. So here's the agenda for the city workshop: community center tour, St. Peter Mankato bike trail, facility security plan, and goal session schedule. So I'm going to talk about a couple of those for just a few moments. First of all, the St. Peter Mankato bike trail, and we write it as bike trail. It isn't really just bike trail, it's multimodal. And this is that discussion about, well, should there be a trail? We'd love to do it kind of by the Kasota Prairie and down and around, but we've struggled, not we necessarily, but DNR and some of the groups have struggled to acquire property in a line to make a trail go through there, a multimodal trail. And so frankly, we're maybe kind of a little bit settling for a potential location that would allow for spurs, but the main location will be in the proximity of Highway 22, not on the shoulder of Highway 22, separated from 22, but there are some nice areas in there. But it isn't perfect, but if there's going to be a trail, that's probably the way that a trail can get going. So anyway, the council is going to talk about this more at the upcoming Monday council meeting and decide whether they want to provide a resolution of support that says do the scoping. Let's get to that next layer of data refinement to really know where things are at. And so DOT, DNR are going to be taking the lead on doing some of that work, and then we'll know some more information in maybe another 6 to 8 months or so. And so I think that's the direction that the council is going to go. Certainly they're going to discuss it at the upcoming Monday night council meeting. And then facility security plan. This is something that's a little bit unusual for us, but most of our buildings here in St. Peter that the city uses were built in the 60s and 70s, and so there are different layers and discussions about security needs from 1965 when the City Hall building was built to now. And so this is developing a plan for additional security and facilities and equipment and things that are in buildings, including people. And so how do we do that? What do we need? Is it cameras? Is it card locks? What is it? And so this is working towards a bigger range plan on that. And so those are kind of two of the big ones. The tour, today I can't take you on a tour. Someday I'd like to figure out how to do that really well. And then talking about the goal session for the city council, we talked about the goal session. So those are kind of the big things there. Let me get to some tidbits since this is lightning round. I've talked about this before, but Rivers Edge Hospital. Rivers Edge is your community-owned hospital, and our new CEO, Joseph Stratton, just started a couple of days ago. So he's on board, and actually on the 12th, there's an open house for the community to come and meet him again. You had the chance to meet him when there were interviews going on, but this was a chance to meet him again. And so I'm sure he would love to visit with you and talk about Rivers Edge Hospital, as would the staff there. Best care anywhere. If you want more information about how to be part of the Patient and Community Advisory Committee, Stephanie Holden is your person to talk to. Give her a ring, send her an email. That's how to reach her. They certainly need some more people and love the feedback about what we're doing, what your community hospital is doing in your community. You should have gotten this in the mail. I know this is the one that I got at my house. St. Peter Residential Electric and Utility Rebates. This is a really cool little pamphlet that should have come to your box. And if it didn't, we have great information on our website. And I'll put a link under this for that, but great information about rebates that are available within our community for using Energy Star appliances. Energy Star, always look for Energy Star. And so there's usually a rebate associated with that. So if you have questions, give us a call, but there's some great information here. And again, I'll put the link below. It's a great way to save money, save energy, help the environment, all that stuff together. Census. I've had a lot of people asking about census. So it's our goal to make sure that every person gets counted, because every person that doesn't get counted means about $15,000 to our community over the next decade. So we want to get everybody counted. We have a great complete count committee, and there's a bunch of things that are going on. You're going to start to see more and more and more and more of it as we ramp up to the magic day, which is April 1st is the count day. So if you need help filling out census, there are a number of ways to get information, and I'm going to include some other language promos in the link underneath this too. So watch for those or click on those from Census. And our Complete Count Committee is doing a great job, and our intern, who's really doing the majority of the grunt work on this, is Connor Winter. Connor's from town, so he knows lots of folks and has been getting around and making sure people know that census is happening. Get counted when you get the information. Please be counted. If you're a snowbird, be counted. If you're new to our community, be counted. If you have young children, make sure you count them too. Those are some of our undercounted populations that we see statistically are undercounted. So we want to make sure that those three get a little bit of extra emphasis this time around. Food waste composting, I mentioned this many times. This is a brochure, a pamphlet that was put together by my friends at Trinity Lutheran Church, their group there, and has great information about food waste composting. I got to tell you, we haven't had anyone new sign up for food waste composting for probably 3 or 4 weeks now, so we would love to get you signed up. It is great for the environment. It saves us all money. It's reusing materials. So instead of it going to the landfill, it's going to a real use. And so that's fantastic. Check, win, win, all the way around. So again, on the bottom of this, I'm going to put this link, and here's how you can email Sally V. Sally kind of is in charge of making sure that information gets out to people, and she'll get more information out to you about it. But I'll also put a link to that underneath, under the links that I established. Underneath recycling. I've been trying to give the recycling tip. I got a rerun of a recycling tip. I just thought about it this morning as I hauled out my own recycling. You know, at our house we have kind of a container that has a bag in it that we put the cans in, and the jars and paper and that kind of stuff that's recyclable, because we have a great list about what's recyclable and what's not recyclable. But in the olden days, I used to kind of pick up that plastic bag, and put the plastic bag and all those recyclables in the recycling container. That is a no-no. The plastic bag doesn't go in there. I got to shake the stuff out and either you reuse the plastic bag, which is best, as many times as I can, or put that plastic bag in the garbage. That plastic bag just gums up the recycling process. Gears, pulleys, cutters, choppers, blowers, all kinds of stuff. Those plastic bags are bad. So while plastic bags are recyclable, like the kind you get at the grocery store or wherever, you got to take them back to that location to get them recycled. They're not supposed to go in, nor the garbage bags, kind of those, what we call kitchen can liners, right? Those don't go in the recycling. So anyway, some great information about recycling. Again, I'll put this link underneath as well. That's my lightning round. It's great that you've watched us on Facebook or YouTube, or I'm trying to think where else. Maybe on our website. You caught this on our website. But if you want more information, if you need anything else, here's where you can get a hold of us. Contact us at that email address. There's our website. We'd love it if you'd like us on Facebook. Give us a call. There's our Twitter handle. You can see us on Twitter. We put a bunch of stuff on Twitter too. Or on YouTube. That's our YouTube channel, which, by the way, has council meetings and school board meetings and county commissioner meetings and all kinds of tidbits, including, well, State of the City. So anyway, thanks for clicking on State of the City. Hope to see you next time.